Welcome to Prime Testimony Channel. I am your host, Atso Brent Ishen. Tonight, we are going to discuss a very important topic. A topic usually people don't talk about. It's about men. With me here to look at this topic are beautiful ladies and a gentleman. So they will give us self-introduction. Then we'll take it from there.
Thank you. I'm LSC Menka, a child survival program specialist.
Thank you.
I'm Daniel Asante, a public health specialist.
Thank you.
I'm Linda Agbeyanzi, a communication specialist.
Thank you. Today, we are blessed. We have three different specialists, those on health and those on communication. Today, we are going to look at what I've termed silent difficulties of men. There are a lot of things that bother a lot of men, but they are not able to talk about them. Some cry on their beds, some cry within them. It's only few that are able to see counselors or see professional counselors to help them out. So today or tonight, we've met to look at these issues and, if possible, suggest solutions to them. Even if you are not able to suggest the solutions in this episode, maybe in the second or the third part we'll be able to offer that solution. So we are looking at silent difficulties of men, as I have termed it. So, LSC, to you, what are some of the issues that bother men, that they are usually bottling them within themselves, that they are not able to discuss with people?
Okay, thank you so much. I would like to mention two of them, which are financial problems and also family issues.
Okay.
And to add to it, men who often express their feelings or emotions are said to be weak. So they prefer to bottle everything in without expressing it. And when they don't express their emotions, it actually also leads to some mental health conditions. So it's very necessary they share problems they have so that they don't end up having mental or emotional problems. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hi, Dan.
Yeah, okay. So I'll also take it from the health point. You know, there are some medical issues that men would not like to share, especially when it comes to erectile dysfunction and other medical issues. It's difficult for men to share this, and they tend to bottle it up and then find solution on their own.
On their own.
Yes. So many a times you see them a bit withdrawn, and at that time they want to find a solution on their own accord.
All right. Thank you very much, Linda.
Okay, I think I agree with what my brother just shared, and some men too. They have small penis.
Okay, all right.
So it makes it very difficult for them to tell people, because they feel that maybe when they say it, maybe somebody will
Laugh at them,
or think that they are weak, and they are also afraid that if they are not careful, maybe it will be a topic for the day. Somebody will tell somebody, and somebody will tell, so they prefer to keep quiet over it and then suffer alone.
Yeah. What you are saying is true, because I remember when I was in class 5 in my village, I was bathing outside when one of my classmates came there to buy something. In our house, they used to sell different items because my grandmother was there, my mother was also selling, and this lady saw me bathing naked, and she went to school to go and discuss. Hey, I saw her today. It's a very small one, and they teased me with it, and I wasn't comfortable in classroom at all. So you can imagine somebody, a grown-up man, who is married and has small penis. It's a big issue. All right. What are other issues that you consider, a problem for men that they usually don't talk about? Let's look at the family.
Yeah, okay. So some men also tend to have issues with in-laws.
In-laws, okay.
Yeah, sometimes they have issues with in-laws. In-laws coming into the house, especially men, who are more or less, the quiet type, introverted, they want to keep to themselves.
All right.
Well, not that they are not friendly. They are friendly, but to an extent. You can come and visit for a short while, and then you give them their space.
All right.
Yeah, that is how it is. But sometimes you have some in-laws who come in and they want to spend, an extended time with you.
Like how long?
Sometimes like a month,
Okay.
2 months, 3 weeks. And such people will not be comfortable. Some people after a week, they find it very difficult. The presence, it makes it very difficult and very uncomfortable. So such a man will have an issue with his spouse who would like to have a family around.
Yeah.
That will always spark
Yeah.
fire.
But sometimes it becomes necessary for them to come around, because when your wife brings forth and your wife's mother is prepared to come and help. But your issue is when they overstay.
Yes.
Yeah, that is when they
have
overstay.
They are welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can come and help.
all right.
Okay, you
And
can come and
after-
help. But after the help,
You need to leave.
yeah, we expect you.
Yeah.
Those men expect you to leave. Thank you. And most of those men would like to take over that work. Most of them, most of the time, 60% of those kind of introverted men would like to do their work themselves. They would learn it, take over,
Okay, to support the
yes, to
spouses.
support the spouse, so that that kind of intrusion that they feel, goes away. Okay, I'll do it myself.
All right. Yeah, you want to add to the point?
I even had a neighbor. Because of that, the husband left him and then went in for another lady. Because it's like every time the lady, so every time it's like the lady keeps bringing his family members, and it makes the man feels uncomfortable.
Okay.
So the man has to leave the woman and then had to go and marry another woman,
Okay, all right.
just because of that.
I see. Don't you think we also, as married couples, every married couple has a role in managing this? Because if it's your mom that is coming, or if it's your mom that is also coming, definitely they have good intention, they are coming to help. But as to how long they will stay, I think there must be some kind of background. But usually, where the lady doesn't discuss anything with the mom, or you also don't discuss anything with if she's the one who is coming, don't you think that's where it brings the trouble? Because some of the rules should be set before.
Okay, so to answer your question, I think before your mom comes, if it's the woman's mother, there should be discussions on when you are coming and then when you are leaving.
All right.
And I think you also need to communicate with your spouse.
All right.
On
All
that.
right. There's a funny story. I remember a woman's. I think the lady had a baby, and the man's mother visited. The initial arrangement was that she was come to spend a month, 1 month. She was told that 2 months, 6 months, and they had just started life, so they were sharing only one single bedroom and a living room, and it was becoming difficult. But one day the man was a very fun, was a bit rascal. Also, Bami, but yet the banana beer at the view or some way, somehow, as married couple, they had to do what they had to do. But at least, I don't know the kind of style he used, but I didn't my brother or maybe you could. Anyway, that was hello. So, parents out there, I think we are not saying that don't visit your children. It is important. But things are changing, so whenever you are visiting your children, for whatever reason, I think we should not overstay. This Prime Testimony channel, we are looking at silent challenges of men that usually they are not able to talk about. I want us to go back to that sexual issue. Don't you think denying your husband sex is also another thing? Because a lot of people are crying within themselves.
Yeah, I think that one too is a very big
Issue.
So I know a pastor in a particular church who had issues with the wife because the wife always denies him when anytime he wants to have sex with her, and she always gives the excuse, I'm tired, my head, and I'm not in the mood. And for me, I don't think it is a good thing for a woman to deny the husband. So one day I had a chat with someone, and then so I was just curious. So I wanted to know how men feel when it's like they want sex, because
and their wives denying them. Okay.
How? So then he said, sometimes it's like a bottle that is full, and you want to pour it out, and they are saying that you shouldn't. So imagine the trauma and the pain that you go through. So the bottle is full and it is overflowing, and how you want to pour it, but the thing said no. So what do you do? That is when, if you are not, care is not taken, some men will start masturbating.
Or even looking at, seeing other women. And if the man is a teacher, he may go to classroom and start beating the children rough.
Pouring the anger out.
Because of the anger.
You just pour the anger out.
And if it's a woman too, she will be very angry, even her own children.
Very upset that day. And
rough. Meanwhile, something didn't go on well.
Okay, so I'd like to come in with this. When it comes to sex, denial, it's something that is very serious, especially in a serious relationship or marriage. It's a big issue for both men and women. I wouldn't say just for the men, but for women as well.
Repeat the last sentence, speak up again. I won't repeat it again, so we should all remember to speak up. Okay.
So I'm saying that when it comes to sex denial, it's a big issue for both men and women. So when your partner denies you that, look, I'm not in the mood, and it's become very consistent, it gets to a time that the person gets fed up. Your partner gets fed up. So for some men, what happens is they tend to even abuse their own partner or wives. They rape them. They rape in marriage. They can't control it, so they force their women, which is also wrong. The very gentlemen, what they'll do is they'll look elsewhere. Okay, then I won't bother you. I know a guy, very, the guy is my colleague, was having an issue with the wife. Get home, the wife says, I'm tired, I'm this. It went on, and one day I remember I called the lady. Tell you what's happening. Your guy is complaining every time. That you're tired. And the lady said, no, by the time the guy comes, I'm tired. Me, I sleep early. My guy does not sleep early, so this is the problem. So, oh, wow. So can't you find a compromise? Find a way to solve it. So they had to sit down and solve it. Discuss this thing. Another person that I know, they were, it went on to the extent that they started fighting. It brought a split in the marriage. So the guy then found a lady that he was dating. Now this is the funny thing that happened. When the guy found a lady that he was dating, he was not worrying the wife again. He goes there, comes back, and he's so excited, happy. Comes to serve the wife happily. Okay. Serves the wife happily. Oh, honey, that's everything. Oh, I'm good. Because he was okay some way. And so the wife was, oh, good, But she didn't know someone was doing
a job for her. So what happened?
Then it went on for some time, and she realized this guy was not coming. He never asked for anything. No, you're okay, don't worry. She asked, I'm okay, don't worry. The lady started feeling that no, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
There is something wrong. My husband has been fighting. Now Now the lady herself was now asking.
Mm.
That's when the guy came and said, look, I've grown now sexually apart from my wife.
They are now sexually apart from each other. This Prime Testimony channel, our beautiful ladies, we know there may be very good reasons why you wouldn't want to have sex with your husband for a particular time or particular period. But like our brother shared, sit down with him and discuss whatever the issue is. Don't wait till he's ready, then you tell him that I am having fasting for this week. The question is that did you discuss with him? It is very, very important. So I will encourage you, do your best, and when you do your best, the husband will also supply. I also encourage the husband, sometimes we also have to be realistic. When the lady is not well, please understand her. But in a situation where I'm not well every day, that was also another corner. So another issue. So I would encourage you to do your best. Elsie, any comment on this?
I think in all this, what is necessary is communication. Communication is very key.
Okay.
So there's the need to communicate whatever your challenges are, or what your concerns are, and I think when you pick it up from there, everything will be fine.
All right. All right. We have two people in health, one in communication. I'll begin from you. Let's look at the issue of impotence and the way it affects men, their emotions. I want your comments on this particular issue because I understand it is killing people silently.
Okay. So with this issue, now thanks to medicine, there are so many things that lead to that.
Yeah.
Until you discuss the issue with a professional, or if people can help you, not be able to find solutions to them. So what I would say is it's good to go and see someone who is specialized in that area for you to be assisted, because there are so many factors that lead to that.
All right.
Most of the time, most people look at shifting, let me say, the blame to one party.
Yeah.
But it's possible it might not even be the man, it might be the woman. So what I would say is it's very necessary to go and seek medical care and then find out what the actual issue is.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
We have looked at financial issues.
Yeah.
We've looked at some domestic issues that involves in-laws, and I believe other, factors that contribute to this. We will continue with this discussion in the second part of this video. I want to thank you very much, my panel members, Linda, Daniel, and Elsie. Viewers out there, we also want to thank you. Please catch us again in the next video. Bye-bye.